really enjoyed it. He's kept it up too. He looked phenomenal, taking the in-game leader roles away from him, right in Cologne, and the fact that it's keeping going. But then on the other side, you got Jam Young. The whole first day, I was looking at. I'm so used to casting Europeans. I was sat there like, Yam Young is really good.
Yam Young. Well, okay, let's go. We are off to the races, boys. It's going to be a pistol round and a very defensive setup from 5yclone. I haven't seen anything like this. mezii is in CT spawn patrolling B. Look how deep he is. Oh, that's the B hole.
They've got a great read. Great read.
Yo. So he's got no utility.
No, he's just spamming the smoke. He's just crossing his fingers and hoping something connects. Advent's got a lot of nades.
Yeah, he's dropped an incendiary. So mezii got nothing, no utility, no armor. He's dropped an incendiary over.
Gotta haste the young guy.
Stack for Advent. Wow. This is very avant-garde Counter-Strike.
Advent has a nasty habit of kind of dying first, though. So I don't want him to lose all the nades, and they might get bypassed completely here.
Yeah, they're getting lured out. This can still, in theory, oh dear, this could still work in a way. Awkward fight in Banana. There's the swing, and Dexter goes down. mezii, now he knows, but they've sold this.
Yeah, what is going on? Oh. They have no idea what bomb site is in. They think it's B still, Jason.
Oh, this is a disaster. A cool idea. Avant-garde approach, not working out.
Back by all the utility, though. Look at all that. They've got the kills, the incendiaries down, but you've got the wrong bomb site, I'm afraid. They know. Surely they know now.
It's like a Picasso. The pieces are there, the idea's there, but they're all in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of an ugly finish. Like, you had so many great ideas there.
I don't know, though. If you were going to rate that just on its own merits as a B exec / retake, that was pretty good.
It was cool. It was impressive. But unfortunately, fnatic didn't even realize what was going on.
But overall, as a pistol round.
But overall, considering that's not where the bomb
that a win, yeah. You had a great attempt. Wrong bomb site, but had the bomb been there, it would have been a round under
absolute fire.
Yeah, would have been sick. Oh, well. 5yclone probably won't be trying that one again. The utility, they had what, $1,100 of utility on Advent.
It was crazy because the first bullet fired did just headshot Advent immediately. Like, of course it does. And so he's just hiding at bottom banana at like 10 health the whole time.
Well, the force buy in response here. Kaze will save a bit of cash with $1,000, and we'll just have a look at that retake. Didn't work out, but a beautiful thing. And we've got the FAMAS for mezii. Jam Young, Desert Eagle, he's had a great tournament so far. Some impressive plays. fnatic known for their apartments pops. And we'll see if it's going to be one of those draw forward once again. Showing a little bit of presence towards B is mezii, just dropping the Molotov, deny information, and presumably smoking Moto. Flash over, get stuck in.
Oh, the Deagle is absolutely wrecked by the Mac-10. First man in, out through the apartments, and that's a done deal on the round, really. You get those 2 kills, and you've done enough. If you're fnatic, they don't really need to hunt here. They can just let 5yclone save these guns.
Yeah, save's coming in early, too. So you're right. No reason to even think about hunting him down. So, 2-0 right out of the gate. 2 times 5yclone hasn't really been able to get a clean shot at retaking. Deagle a little bit slow on that. It's early still in gamer hours.
Well, that's why starting the T side is somewhat favorable, maybe for the first map of the day.
Both teams pick T sides.
Yeah.
In these 2 maps.
That's a good point. What is the second map, Harry?
The second map, it's Vertigo.
Okay. Well, that's a good map. It's one of my favorites, actually. We haven't commentated it much this tournament. Would love to see it come in, and we're going to. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I actually like Vertigo, man. I actually don't like Inferno. I don't know if anyone knows that about me.
I like playing Vertigo.
You don't like Inferno?
No. I don't play it really at all, ever. Chad just rages at me whenever I do. And
what does he rage about?
I just don't know what I'm doing because I don't play it. Okay. And even though I watch it all the time,
what's the remedy to this problem to play it more?
I try to mirror what people are doing, but obviously
you don't understand the why.
No, like I don't really.
Just go through the motions.
I know why they're doing what they're doing, but they're comfortable doing it. You know, like for me, it all just feels wrong.
What position do you play on the map?
I can't even really answer that. I guess B anchor.
All right.
And that's B anchor, like 2 separate words, not a name.
Not a very important
role. Not a banker. Yeah. Just to be clear. And we still have some residual weaponry. mezii with that FAMAS, a 5-7 and Kevlar as well. It's not looking it's the same strategy once again, boys.
They got some smokes to delay. Not in place at all. And one player, in the site now. Might get trucked. One in the pit. Jam Young going to try and build on it. Mac-10 in hand, baby. Can't land it. Roy's got 2. Bomb site lost.
That's going to be the round, unfortunately. Might as well see if you can cause some financial damage. The bombs are planted, I suppose.
Save this from us, mezii.
Looking out for a fellow...
Mose.
Just the way you looked so ready to say it, like, oh, it's perfect. Right, Fnatic 3-0. This is the start that they would have wanted, to be honest with you, after winning the pistol.
Sure.
4 alive.
Yep.
Oh, hang on.
Oh dear, get
Hang
it
on,
again.
it's still
Go for
4
one more.
alive.
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's 3 alive. Kaze will knock out 1 on the save. And the FAMAS is held on to.
Thank God.
So maybe that's what's going to save them in this first rifle round.
The FAMAS?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Well, at least they've got enough for an AWP. Bear in mind, Kaze took that, an eco on their force buy, so he's got enough to get the AWP Kevlar out. So mezii, with his FAMAS, can get some utility, get the diffuse kit out at least.
He's got some money in the bank, though, you know? A future drop down the road, a little bit extra cash. Advent sitting pretty nice as well.
Certainly beneficial. They'll take it. And not many Mac 10s made it over, so it's not really a bonus round here for Fnatic. They've actually got the AWP on Afro. And it's going to be the Galil ready for Roy as well. He's apparently muted on GoTV. He's called Cat here, which I almost just called Cat. So that was almost...
He's been toxic in a matchmaking
Yeah,
game.
apparently.
I respect that.
Mr. Cat himself. Maybe we can work with that.
Mr. Cat.
Wow.
I don't know, there's got to be something. We'll workshop it
Oh
throughout
yeah,
the remainder of
I'll
this
work
map.
on something now. We'll get
Okay, nice.
Preheat the
Good.
oven, get it going.
A bit of util exchanged in the attempt to take this banana control. Fnatic are going to look to go for it now as they molly off the top of banana. That gives them this avenue to go and clear out the sandbags and get away with this control. But now that they've got it, they're going to look for some other avenues on the map. They want to try and take top mid as well.
They just threw the utility as if they were taking brackets, so there's a little pot flash as the smoke clears. Mercury sees nothing. There's one more in the hands of Kaze, but Molotov's out of position. Mercury's got to make a run for it. That stings.
And then some, yeah, down to 39 points of health. Kaze, though, with the AWP patrolling the position. Moving him away to your smoke is what he's done for. The smoke actually helping him out as he survives, scampering towards the bomb site here. Full mid control granted towards Fnatic. They're going to actually look towards a B split here. Mercury one step ahead of it, reading the play, but can he find the shots? Gets got the advantage and converts it. 5 versus 4, but still a lot of work to do in this one because Dexter could trade out as they get ready for the B execution elsewhere.
Yeah, but the split portion of this mid to B split has really been stalled out. Dexter doesn't really want to challenge this 1v1, so the B hit's got to take some attention away, and there's 2 players there. Crossfire with the boost up onto Flowers, and Crim's going to lead the way. There's Dexter with the kill in CT spawn, but Advent is still here, and now mezii pounces, and it works perfectly. There's that FAMAS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing work.
Oh, he's down at the time.
Yeah, nothing he can do, and it will be CycLone posting that first, and pretty convincing as well. 4 players survive, they keep the AWP in play, and they've upgraded to a couple of AK-47s. Harry, what have you got for us?
Well, I don't know if this is going to play a huge part in this, but Mercury has actually been in retrograde, like as in the planet, all the way up until yesterday. So I want to see how Mercury's going to fare today.
What's it called when they're not in retrograde?
Modern grade, I think, would be the...
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't actually know. What's the... I'll find that out too.
Opposite of retrograde.
What's the opposite of retrograde? Well, nothing. So even Google's like, nah, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
Fnatic is setting up to go for top mid though, and CycLone are pulling this 3rd player back. They had Kaze running a bit of a rotate early. Started off 3 leaning over towards B. Kaze blinded off the angle, and Mercury now subjected to the same, but he will go unchecked and allowed to wreak havoc from the corner.
Oh,
no one's looking! What? Oh, this has got so messy for Fnatic. There was no reaction there.
Yeah, no one checking the cubby, and then the fact he gets 3, where are the comms at that point?
Yeah, either they didn't come out or they didn't go in somewhere. That's awkward.
That's a good point. Well, for now, trying to salvage the situation if they can. It's old boy Crims up and towards the apartments here. Starting to edge his way out. He's breached the smoke, but his teammate's gone down. Should be dealt with in due course. Jam Young picks up an easy one, and it's another very convincing round. Mercury stealing the show there. 3 kills from the cubby. It's so often overlooked, that position. Like, as soon as you see someone towards Arch, you kind of just forget it exists, and no one checks it out. That's
back-to-back rounds, too, that CycLone have had that emphasis on rap side, right? That Kaze was there in the last round with the Mercury was there as well in the same position. This time they go back to it again. We'll see if fnatic find a way to exploit that, if that's something they think will continue. And round 6, fnatic forced back to pistols. Tech9 on mezii, couple of deagles in action. But CycLone coming back with some quickness to recover this starting of the half.
Yeah, they're starting to look like they've got some confidence now. Their setups coming together. You've got Mercury with the MP9, understanding what he's up against here, and it wouldn't be very much. Some upgraded pistols, sure, but no Kevlar, no utility. This would be a massive CT mistake to overstep the mark and give them any sort of openings here. Nice setup towards the apartments, patrolling the steps and indeed the bedroom. As fnatic realize their luck is up, they're not going to get any 1D potential here. Advent playing a very safe game, jump spotting, and will just drop utility, presumably, as soon as he makes contact. Here it comes. So the smoke goes down, incendiary as well. Just trying to block, call for rotations if required. And the CTs will push down middle by the looks of things as well. Bear in mind, we've got that 2-man setup, so this makes sense. He spotted multiple numbers in towards the banana and start to get information elsewhere. Jam Young will explore the options towards second middle, confirm it's clear. Boosting up in B should be more than enough to defend this B push.
Flash ready to come out in the pool, and CycLone already moving a 3rd man over. Might never be needed. mezii makes quick work of the first few in, and now Advent here to hold the line. It's just one more from Dexter, and now it's all over for him as the rotates arrive. CycLone will deal with that, and they keep it pretty clean.
Yeah. Just one player going down, you're going to be happy about that one. Good utility and Banana tracking it the whole way. Nothing for fnatic to get executed with no utility of their own, and a timeout taken from fnatic's T side to talk things over.
Yeah, CycLone looking pretty decent here, boys.
Yeah.
That's what, 3 rounds in a row where they've kept 4 players alive as well. They've got 3 AKs in their hand, a ton of cash going forward as well. fnatic are being tested here as, yeah, sure they won the pistol, got the follow-up conversions, but CycLone have had a whirlwind of rounds since coming online here. And picking up the rifles, so it will be the first time out. Kita, a chance to chime in. The alarm bell's not going off just yet, but this is looking a little bit more complicated than they potentially anticipated. As we see them purchase that. Will Afro get out the orb? I don't think he can. 4,400. Not a big deal, I suppose, but he is a very proficient sniper. What do you think about Afro so far, JC? Been impressed?
Yeah, I've enjoyed him. I'm still waiting for, I mean, the progression is always the big thing, right? But I've enjoyed some of the clips. We've seen some great highlights out of him, solid games that he's put together. Nothing like blowing up in the scoreboard, at least in this group so far in Pro League. But he's getting a lot of props from his fellow pros as well. A lot of people have only positive things to say about him. His confidence levels and himself are great. The ability with the op, I know JL specifically, I've heard speak highly of him a number of times.
Jam Young with a self-boost, flawlessly. Up and towards the atrium. That's a difficult jump. He made it look very, very easy indeed. And now, a banana control. Bear in mind, we heard from Dexter. He thinks the meta's shifting, right? Like, don't want to challenge too much. Hold on to the utility. Save weapons. Don't take any risks. And CycLone with the same approach, it seems. Allowing the banana control to come through. Chipping away at them with the grenades there. Lovely one on towards Afro.
And a new look defense over at the A bomb site where they've doubled up towards rap side a number of times with Kaze and Mercury. This time stacked towards lane. One in boiler, one up on the boost that you mentioned. Jam Young, the self boost.
Look at all those flashes in spawn as well. This shows you how much cash they've got. Got a reservoir of extra flashbangs, about 3 or 4 of them.
They're burning some of these flashbangs early though. One just got thrown out now towards the B bomb site. Nobody's even close. There's a smoke that's used unprompted at the B bomb site. So the patient play from fnatic really making them feel perhaps a little uncomfortable. And defense has just shifted. Jam Young as well going elsewhere as no mid control has been shown just yet.
30 seconds. No territory on the map taken, but fnatic looking to change that now. Going for the mid play, but Mercury behind them once again. It's the same result. Can he get the 3rd? Not quite, but 20 seconds remaining here. 4 versus 3. fnatic have nothing to work with. They need the apartments player to step up and find some space.
Oh dear.
It's even awkward because the bomb got lost over towards long.
Oh dear.
mezii to go grab that, so much time's been wasted here. There's no way back in for fnatic, surely. mezii falls at the hands of the Kaze AWP. And so it's CycLone with that round posted. The slow play from fnatic. Sure, it got rid of a good chunk of the util. Kaze's full belt, though, was able to slow down that mid play. And then Mercury pounces out the boiler here.
Yeah, he's been good for a couple doubles, but this goes back to what Dexter mentioned in that interview with Chad coming into this game, was like we have to respect the fact that these guys can shoot, that they can, but like at a certain point, it almost feels in these first 3-4 gun rounds that we've seen played, that's giving them maybe too much respect a little bit. That's a very cautious round where nothing is really done on the map until it's way, way too late.
This is looking a bit ugly for fnatic. They're not even getting any map control before executing. The clock's running low. They're getting out-positioned, out-fragged. But an opening kill, at least from Dexter. But bear in mind, this is a full ether. They have no Kevlar. Will take something magnificent to save the day here, but it's Jamyoung putting out the blockage.
Crims, no.
Not gone well for him at all. He's going to go down as well. Kaze can't believe his luck. He didn't take any damage in that Deagle spray.
You don't like to see that out of Crims. I like to envision Crims as someone who just doesn't make mistakes, who doesn't miss shots, who just always gets the easy ones.
Yeah.
It's really punctured a hole in my fantasy.
He's 1-7 right now, so I would just call it unlucky.
Dude, I think one of the things that is scary, that to touch upon the respect that's being given, I think one of the things that CycLone may be lacking a little is some of these mid-round moves on CT side to go and try and probe or get info. You know, they are a team that will quite gladly sit back within the bomb sites and kind of just go through the motions there, playing pretty reactively. And so I think if fnatic are going to try and meet that with this, super respectful, kind of not very in-your-face brand of Counter-Strike, that's where CycLone are actually going to feel comfortable. So this is something a little pacier out of Dexter over towards the top of Banana.
Yeah, it's the first time CycLone have really challenged that Banana area as well. Hasn't worked out for them. They did significant damage with the utility, but Advent caught by the flashbang, locked in the corner. Now Kaze will have to patrol B alone, but he has got a rotation. mezii has been dragged over from the A bomb site, and fnatic are aware of the huge advantage they have now. This needs to be a round conversion. Mid-control will be theirs, but a solid grenade will land at their front door. Does a ton of damage, and the spray down begins. Mercury only good for one this time, and now Jamyoung smoke down in the pit, looking for multiple kills if possible.
Yeah, two of them are very, very low, but Jamyoung is being spammed and assaulted with util down here, and Pit needs that first. He's going to get it. mezii runs the smoke at Moto in the meantime. That's now the bomb away from fnatic, and they've not even dealt with Jamyoung down in the pit yet. Low HP on mezii. He kind of has to be the guy to try retrieve the bomb, but he's getting challenged from the pit, and so he needs this support from Crims. He needs help. The nade could be a no! And Kaze's bailed them out! That ult from Long!
What was that? Amazing scenes. It looked like Jamyoung was done for there. Was locked into a corner. They were just about to take him down, and then Kaze saves the day. High-flying antics of the AWP completely domes Crims in towards the apartments there just as he was dropping down. That's what the initial damage has done as well, enabling some of these spray downs, but it's CycLone posting their 6th round in a row, and Kaze, the hero, saving the day. The rescue mission successful as Jamyoung survives.
You got to give it to Jamyoung though. Surviving in pit that long under that much pressure, that's really smartly played from Jamyoung for sure.
And bear in mind, fnatic had all the advantages they could ask for there. The opening 5-on-4, they kept trading out. The bomb never planted though. So solid from CycLone here, and continuing to inflict damage on the likes of mezii. Down to 45 already. Crims will be challenged early on. The first duel comes through. It goes in his favor. And once again, they have the advantage for taking so much damage on Rue. You might even call this another CycLone round.
Well, we'll see. No one in the B bomb site at the moment. mezii heading back to CT spawn to pick up that cache of grenades.
They can actually stack B now. With Jamyoung's position, they can take a bit of a gamble stack potentially and hope he can find multiple kills. Kaze seems to think so. Yeah, I like this. It's a strong position. You drop it in 1.5 on top of the atrium. It's often overlooked.
Nice thing too is there's only 1-2 flashbangs for fnatic. One is dropped down towards Banana right now. So even if they do try and come up mid, it's not like Jamyoung's going to have to dodge 4 or 5 flashes. Right. There's only going to be 1 or 2 coming around that corner.
Should be good for 2 kills, which would give them, sure, not a great chance, but they could consider the retake. Yeah, he needs at least 2 though.
The problem is even with 2, look how far away everyone else is at the B bomb site. Point. You might even just he might need 3 for this to be a realistic retake at all.
Let's see what he can do. 0.
0.
Perfect.
Well. Exactly as designed.
He turned from the utility, unfortunately. The flashbang perfectly placed for fnatic. There's no way to give this one up after losing 6 rounds in a row. They finally post one here, and 5 players survive as well, so good job. They're bouncing back.
You like playing on top of that, the porch in mid?
Yeah,
I hate
really
that position.
I always seem to get
I feel like what just happened there is what happens to me every time I play it. Like, this was the most relatable death I've ever seen.
Every time you're up there, you feel like this guy had to have been pre-aiming this.
Yeah, and it feels like they always are. It's like, haven't done that yet, all game, of course. And first guy round, where's the one place he's just like hard checking as he comes around top mid? Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, it is the save, as per tradition here on Inferno. Have you guys had much chance to play the CS2 Inferno yet? I know it's a map I don't really play. What do you think? It's beautiful.
I enjoy it. It's visually very nice.
Right? That's the way I describe it. Like the choke points and like banana, top and middle, all feels like quite closed in.
A can be very difficult with the lack of graveyard, like that one extra position to defend from. Sometimes you feel a little overexposed coming into the bomb site as a CT rotator.
I like it though. I feel like from an aesthetic point of view, it's a beautiful place to be. I'm actually happy to play it. I hope we kind of bring it into your map pool, Harry, so we can explore it further.
Yeah, you're just playing with the wrong people.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't go into an Inferno game when Chad's raging at you from the get-go.
It's not. No, normally he's like, nah, man, I'm going to come in with the best intentions. Come on, man, I'm going to teach you how to play banana. And then we'll get 3 rounds in, and then he's like,
this guy's hopeless.
No, it's over. It's done. I don't want to play anymore. Why did we queue Inferno? It's like, well, you asked. But here we are, buddy. 4 on 4. And a bit of a trade down towards banana.
Right then. Crims managed to get that opening pick towards Boiler as the catalyst to their first round in 7 in the previous. We'll see if he can replicate that form. That's ambitious if he just walks out, yeah.
They've just walked up mid as well. No utility this time.
See that get flashed in? Oh, yeah. You could see that getting lined up. But Jamyoung doesn't full commit to the check. That's kind of awkward. It's Crims from the apartments, the man who just got flashed and Jamyoung was supposed to go and find. It's him to ring out with that kill on long, and in the smoke, Advent is spammed out. Jamyoung can't stand the test of time, and so that's a Fnatic round with Kaze left saving his AWP.
Fnatic's got their groove back. That's nicely done in that round. This time pressuring, this time actually being aggressive and taking some of that map control they were lacking in the early stages, and doing it without a whole lot of utility. Some missed opportunities for 5yclone with that pop flash in towards Hulls, but a nice round number 5 for Fnatic. How much do they want this op?
I would say a bit.
Yeah, they look pretty willing, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to be surrounding him. It looks like they go for it, but that first kill is Kaze. He's no problem at all, but it does give up the position, of course. And he jumps.
The jump.
Jason, you mentioned this yesterday. You do have the mouse wheel bound to jump, but you don't necessarily use it.
I don't use it while the round is live.
To avoid those sort of moments.
I do it in the celebratory bunny hops. You know? I enjoy the celebratory bunny hops after a round win with my M wheel down. Otherwise, I'm a spacebar jumper.
I've never been a mouse wheel jumper ever.
I've never understood it.
Everyone says it makes B-hopping
It's okay.
easier.
We're all in the same boat. I'm the same here. It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
This is like spacebar anonymous. Let's get it out
actually. There. We're all spacebar users.
Okay, yeah, that's
if you're out there and you're a spacebar jumper, don't let your friend shame you.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I feel so much better.
How many times? How many times have us three accidentally jumped in a gunfight? Zero for me, right? Zero for you guys. I imagine. There you go. No one who ever uses mouse wheel can say that.
That's true.
They've all got one that haunts them. Close OT game, maybe.
At least from recent memory, I've never spectated a teammate and go, wow, that bunny hop is really...
Oh, yeah, no. You'll note as well, anyone who defends it for B-hopping is also, like, just has, like, no movement skill at all, ever. Like, never displays anything.
You got to hop there, but it's like, I don't think that was the reason. I don't think I need that to get a kill here.
Yeah, but it's good when I play KZ, and then they play KZ, like, 6 minutes a week, and it's like, oh, yeah, I bet this feels worth it. Like... All right.
Your thoughts, Twitch chat. It's your show. Let us know. Bring it up, Harry. Let's see how much hatred we're getting now from this spacebar conversation. But for now...
Oh, no. He has no info on Rhapsody. He just gave it up. Smoke's about to clear. They're being encroached. Nice shot from Kaze. Needs to keep some space, but look at all the fire everywhere. 2 players huddled up in the back of the bomb site. Fnatic has herded them like cattle, but now they just need to find the frags. And they can't.
They're not going to, but looks at things.
The cattle fight back.
Yeah. It's gone absolutely terribly for the farmer there. He's lost all the cows, and there'll be no beef on the menu tonight, I would say. If you could turn it around, if you could slaughter the cows, present the meat that evening, that wouldn't be happening.
Turnaround time on the beach.
Don't know where we were going with that, but Jason kicked up the whole metaphor for cows, but it's okay. AWP, Afro, looking to show us what he's made of. Boosted up behind the smoke as well. This actually could be, oh, actually a burning, boys. Hold on, cancel that. Didn't really work out. Singed Afro.
Oh, Mercury, he's been missed the double over towards the mid fights more often than not. He's got 2 challenges about to come his way.
They know he's here, though.
Yeah, he shot and then hid here. Oh, and no one's looking, no one's considering, and the flash from Kaze is perfect. Crimson Roy, they were even given an auditory warning there.
He can't keep getting away with it. What's that? That's
he can't keep getting away with it!
It's dry. I haven't seen this many kills from that position in a long time in a pro game. fnatic just having a real difficult time handling that position.
That they are, Jason. It's turning into a bit of a hot spot for them. As they could recover this 5-on-3, but it would take something remarkable from Dexter right here, right now. mezii denies any sort of potential as we go into a 5-on-2. mezii, Galil in hand, no utility. Just going to have to hope for the best here, and doesn't know that they'll be saving. Just going to try and find a couple of kills if possible. 3 CTs lying in wait. Opening kill, though. Hold the phone.
Uh-oh.
Hold on just a damn minute. We might have something here as we've gone to a 3 versus 2. Afro and mezii, as mentioned, with no grenades, but 20 seconds remaining. If he gets another kill with the AWP, you never know.
Something can happen here. Jam Young with the spam. That's nearly enough to find Afro. The nade will do it. 2 of them rain in, but only 1 required, and now mezii's got to do this all alone. Bomb planted, laid out in front of him. As he's tucked in, back of the site, he lets them move closer. mezii now looks to strike. Kaze's up close with the AWP, and will put a stop to mezii in that 1v3. They do a good job of reeling him back in, because when he gets that opener, you can kind of see the round coming together the way that mezii's envisioning it there.
You could see the pieces. mezii is a clutch master. When he gets in the rhythm, he gets in the zone, it's difficult to shut him down there. It was all coming together. If the Galil could connect a little bit more towards the new box, you never know. But it all started with another cubby play from Mercury. Sends him packing in towards B as a 5-on-2. mezii did very well to make the round competitive, but it will be a terrorist timeout here. That was a lovely grenade.
That's on the dot.
Yeah.
That's perfect nade.
Yeah. Not bad at all, and it will be the timeout to discuss their financial options. The loss bonus is there for them. They're averaging, what, $4,000 per player? It would be a week buy. They could take a half here and have everything they need for round number 15.
That's only the 2nd plant since the gun rounds really began, since the 4th round kind of kicked in. This defense from 5yclone has been so rock solid. Like, he's just even preventing them for the most part from even getting into the sites.
Yeah, this is a really legit CT side being posted right now from 5yclone, and I'm kind of hyped to see them succeeding, and I love that they're going for this. Like, every round, they're leaving this little bundle of util back in spawn. They're actively using it as well. It's not just kind of bit aggression, bit of a change of pace from 5yclone here. They try to dictate the terms, and fnatic kind of remind them, yeah, you guys are winning, but reel it in.
Straight out of the timeout, like, you know fnatic will be adjusting. They'll be going for a set piece. You're just trying to sabotage whatever they had in mind. So whatever strategy or tactic they were about to deploy, yeah, you're actually getting in there and hopefully trading out. It doesn't work out for them. fnatic perfectly positioned, but I don't mind the effort at least. Changing it up.
I guess that's fair. That's a fair way to frame it.
Like, unfortunately, everyone was just more than ready for those pushes.
It didn't seem well executed.
No.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a good timing for the call, but bad execution on the like bad follow through.
Oh, it's also, I look at it from the perspective too, is like, guys, what you've been doing is working.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, you didn't need to change anything, but there's always that classic like mind gaming, like, can you make the adaptation before they adapt to what you've been beating them with? Like, can you get ahead of their change to a certain extent?
This might not be done. Might be in the operative word, because with 3-on-2 and Advent still present, if he gets a doubles kill here towards the quad side, you never know, I suppose.
I think they save. Look at the money on them all of a sudden. It's not pretty. They're going to need at least 1 drop. At least 1 drop.
Yeah. That's going to be the save call. And to be fair, 5yclone, pretty decent half so far, being 0-3 down, showing some very solid CT rounds. And bear in mind, it's not as CT-sided as it used to be back in the day. Like 8-7 is very common in Tier 1 play.
You can find a decent amount of pros now who think Inferno is a little bit more T-sided.
Yeah,
than CT-sided.
yeah. I think that probably is like the school of thought now. And so, honestly, I think the fact that when you look at this, fnatic, even with a pistol round, the best they're kind of hoping for here is 7. I think 5yclone have done a fantastic job in this first half.
Yeah. And coming up, we get a test what Dexter touched on, what Chad questioned him on, is that more passive style over towards Banana, not really fighting for it. Dexter believes there's a little bit of a meta shift that allows that to be a bit more effective. Weren't able to execute it properly previously, but maybe against 5yclone it can be a little bit more effective. So that'll be coming in the second half. Little teaser for all you out there.
But for now, we have to get through round number 15.
Round 15, the big 1-5. Fama's back in play.
FAMAS is back in play. You mentioned money was going to be an issue here. They've made it work there in terms of the utility. They've got enough of that. That's
because they saved those weapons, right? If they weren't able to drop one over, this would have been much uglier.
Well, here we go. Aggression towards B. Not working out for the CTs once again. Every time they play on the front foot, it seems to be a disaster for them. You might be onto something, Jason. Just stick with the defensive round, the crossfires, the novel positioning. Seems to be working out a lot more effectively.
Well, if you're 5yclone, if you're coming from like a region that doesn't have top competition, you don't get to practice against top competition, these are the kinds of mid-rounds that will just destroy you, right? Is like understanding how to recover. I mean, 3v5s are always going to be difficult, but having to recover man disadvantages in the mid-round, how to shift and how to move and how to gamble properly and how to find those timings. And you give fnatic one of these, and they're gonna kind of take it away. And this is something they got to avoid most of this half. It's a little unfortunate here.
Oh, Mercury's gonna try and do his
his
mid magic, flashed in, but nothing.
That flashbang didn't work. Roy's quick. All right, Kaze, give us a sequence.
Well, he's 12-3.
Give us something, baby.
He's had to do a lot of saving in this game as Kaze, but finally the fight is going to come his way in round 15 of this game. 12-3 on the board. Kaze is going to need to really rise up here if he wants to somehow hold on to this, and the util's just too punishing. It wrecks him at the back of the site. Molly burns him forward. The flashes destroy him. And so it's just Jamyoung, 1v5. Probably
still
not
checking
long
his corners,
for
to be fair. Looking at his POV right now, he's checking every nook and cranny right now, seeing if he can get anything done with this FAMAS save in round number 15. And yeah, just enjoying himself, I suppose. It's all done.
Enjoy one of your last games on,
I guess
the old
just don't
Inferno.
give up the def. Keep the stats strong.
Stats padding. Can all appreciate
Really
that.
committing to
This is kind of an odd way for a half to end, honestly. I've not really been prepared for this ever.
No, I don't really know how to wrap it up for this long.
Well, look, this is still sick for 5yclone. fnatic closing the gap up a little bit near the end of this first half. They're going to get that coveted 7 rounds they were looking for. So 4 past the pistol, go the way of fnatic, and this is neck and neck. 5yclone, narrow lead, but they're going to have to hold on to that now on the T side. CycLone lead at the end of that first half, up 8-7, thanks to a big save from James Young in the last round of that first half. James Young, yeah, I like that. I had a look at the Twitch chat.
Not the most exciting finish, I'll say that, but still, they managed to get 8 rounds in
It was a finish.
It was one of the finishes available, and they were recovered at 0-3 half. So actually, fair play to CycLone. They go into the T-side campaign with a slight lead, and the pistol round in the first half was interesting. Experimental tactics, Jason, I think you could call that.
Yeah, experiment failed, as often as many of them do, up until you find the right solution. They're going to still workshop it.
So we've got a more traditional setup here. 4 sets of Kevlar, a smoke and a flash, and a P250 in the hands of Mr. James Young.
Utility on mezii over at the B bomb site, so anything spotted, drop a smoke down, make things a little awkward, lure him in through smoke to Roy's dualies. However, CycLone not heading in that direction. Afro in Graveyard, Crimson Pit. It feels like a Halls pop, but the utilities in alt mid right now.
Yeah, you can smoke motor and flash over. So there's the smoke. And the flash will be deployed once they commit, I suppose, but it's going to be nothing but fnatic frags here.
The flash has come out now, but it feels a little late for that. It actually blinded Jam Young over at long. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
It's not gone well.
Yeah, the pistols need some work from CycLone, I would say.
I would say it was the perfect setup to counter this as well. Graveyard and Pit. That's a tough one to get into, especially when the flashbang comes out 10 seconds late. There's Roy's dualies.
There he is.
Powering
away. The cat himself, Mr. Roy, closes things out with the dual elites, and it will be a very convincing pistol as fnatic tied things up there. 4 players survive. CycLone barely got going on the pistol. A nice idea, but not very well executed. The smoke deployed, the flashbang a little late, and the frags had already gone down before they could really make a dent on the defense here.
He was blind, poor guy jumping up on the bike.
Straight up blind from his teammate. And will be the full eco. So we'll bring out the AKs and Galils in round number 3, but for now, an absolute open goal for fnatic here. Shouldn't be giving more than a frag away if everything goes to plan. They've got banana control, led by mezii. MP9 looking to farm some cash, baby.
Let's get it. Boost up inside the smoke. Deagle pick attempt.
Ooh. But swiftly abandoned.
You liked that though.
Yeah, I like the idea. I like a Deagle, throw up.
Okay. They got one Deagle. They're doing everything to set mezii up for this round.
Come on, mezii. I believe in the mezii Deagle. I think he's onto something here. Sometimes you can just tell.
Yeah, when a player's just feeling the dig.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, the way he's gone about clearing some of these angles, there's confidence brimming right now. The fact that he's asked for boosts, he's really trying to make this thing work. So
yeah,
let's see what he can do. mezii is like right behind them and ready to just start moving at a moment's notice. In fact, he's already begun that.
He's a little bored. He's going to find the bomb. Ooh, dinked. Forced back by the Glock.
That's a good way for this to start, honestly.
Yeah, but they know there's a lot of distance towards B. They know there's a lot of space that's not being taken up. The Deagle clearing every angle. Salvaged now. So mozii's good intentions mean nothing. Same with Advents.
Oh, Afro's loving this. 3 kills for the AWP. Bomb goes down, round confirmed, then it looks like a clean sweep as well. Ooh, there it is, Roy to save the day, and there will be 5 players surviving here. So, Plenty of cash available for Fnatic, but they'll be burdened by their own success. A couple of MP9s up against the AKs in round number 3.
He's Cat on your screen. He's Roy on Harry's. He's not muted in this one.
Yeah, I think I'm on the Moses Steam account, which
you
doesn't
are
have
on my
the configs.
Oh, that's
installed,
right.
So I have to make do with the cats.
Okay.
Which is fine.
On that Moses pack.
I'm smoking Moses. It's not going down too well. Coughing and spluttering over here. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Just
I didn't need to take this kind of a turn, but here we are.
Listen, I'm going to sort it out for the next map. We'll have no cats. And like we said, the MP9's looking to win a bit of a bonus situation here. Up against the AKs, they've got a distinct lack of firepower here, but with the utility and everything else they need, maybe it's enough with the go for a nice little apartments set up here. You got the boost towards the quad side.
Huge mid stack though from Fnatic.
And play it in towards the atrium boost as well. So you can get spammed here.
There's the on Jam Young.
There's a double boost, rooftop and flowers.
Exactly.
Shout, try to go in, but they get churned up, man. They get brutal. Wait, what?
Brutalized?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Brutalized. There you go.
Getting brutal up in this one.
Look, man, words are hard, all right?
That's early.
Take a look at this. 2v5. How do they turn this around, Jason?
That's a B execute.
Yeah, and it's with 2 smokes. That's really all they've got.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, but Dexter's about to give him the first. All right, that's the ball rolling for Moses.
Huge.
He feels it now. He is believing in this round.
And we saw what that did with the Deagle in the last one. Another defensive piece of utility for mezii. Molotov is just going to be the end of this round. That smoke's going to clear. mezii tosses it out as, oh dear. No.
Okay. A twist, a turn.
They're cooking.
UK maybe a chance. Well, it will be Roy. To find the penultimate kill here, I'm afraid. Kaze would have to do something unthinkable to pull this one off, and it's a good start here, looking for the double kill. No plan will be found, though. It's Roy with 2 frags from the coffins, and we'll find Fnatic double digits. And once again, 5yclone with another disappointing start here. Losing the pistol, the 0-3 conversion comes in, losing to the bonus round. The mid-stack working out perfectly for Fnatic. Like, they had the anti-flash set up here as well, so you could see as soon as the flash comes in, the 180 from Crims. He plays it to perfection there. So a beautiful setup, just what the doctor ordered in that sort of round. A missed time incendiary, but it didn't have any knock-on effects. No ramifications as Roy closes things out, and it will have to be the half buy for 5yclone.
Yeah, not ideal after the good first half. Let's see. Bunch of nades sent up banana. They do very little damage. mezii's dinked, but gonna back away safely. Roy's got his back covered. So does Dexter. And a little bit of extra utility damage at the end of the day, and this is firmly in control of Fnatic.
Yeah, this one's not even really given a lot of time to get fun. It's just kind of immediately over.
Selfish of them.
3v5. And Fnatic could have just let it be like a tad more interest in here. There would have been a bit more riding on it. Instead, 5yclone now likely just going to look to try and make a bit of a dent somewhere else. You know, they didn't really like what happened but at Banana. So why not take top mid? They'll smoke off long. Use that to get past Afro. And now, with the real estate in top mid, they've really got this short explode. That's about it. A couple of flashes to try and make it happen.
Well,
too flash long.
We'll see if Afro can put on a bit of a show here. 3 players heading his direction, looking confident with the AK-47. Flashed off for now, but it should be more than enough here. Afro looking for the hat trick, and will pick it up. And Fnatic continue to be in cruise control in the second half. 4-0 on their CT campaign. Money started to stack. We've got 2 AKs within their ranks. Make it 3, actually. So have a look at the replay. mezii opening things up. Gets dinged, but was more than willing to continue to be combative there. Great grenade down towards T steps. Pushing him in towards A, and there was no chance.
Yeah.
But finally, with maximum loss bonus, maybe 5yclone can bounce back.
Yeah, problem is they haven't had a whole lot of production. They've only had, what, I mean, there's been 2 flawless rounds for Fnatic in the last 3, 2 kills in the previous one in that first gun round. So, I mean, it's not, there's good bank built up on the Fnatic side. A buy after this one as well. So they got plenty of things going for them at the moment. 5yclone's going to have to hit a streak if they want to take that away. Defensive Molotovs to slow things down. mozia can't turn the corner just yet, and utility is going to force him all the way back down. That's a deep kill through ult mid for Afro.
Yeah, these opening frags keep on coming thick and fast. Afro not even needing the AWP to find the opening frag on Mercury. And again, Fnatic just have 3 players towards B. They can take full control of this. It looks like they're trying to initiate that. Maybe a smoke down, a flash over. There's the smoke. And yeah, once again, you've got this man advantage. You've got full banana control. You can rotate players over now. And this is looking like an absolute nightmare. That's where the frag went down, towards the bridge. So really ambitious pick from Afro, but he's hitting all of his shots right now. And 50 seconds remain.
It's good to see, I mean, it's cool to see that. It's a very risky peak, right, from the CT side, but one of our conversations in the first half was fnatic giving a little too much respect. So nice to see Afro just go flex a little bit down alt mid. And then sink back into a passive setup, and Crims is going to add on.
Yeah, just going through the motions here. Looks a little bit too easy. Just frag by frag. The crossfire's working out. Even have a chance to fall down. Fire off 30 bullets, and you still get all 5 frags. Just a walk in the park here for fnatic, I'm afraid.
Yeah, this has got a little sad in the second half, hasn't it? It was really competitive in this first half when we had 5yclone, you know, embarking on their CT adventure. They were able to withstand a good few of these fnatic rounds, but for 5yclone, now that they've swapped over, they're not even really getting this started. They've had 3 kills in the entire second half so far. So yeah, it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence here.
It might be done too, like when you have an underdog like this, like really one of the things that you want them to be able to do if they're going to cause an upset is go on a little bit of a roll, break the economy, get a couple strings going, a couple streaks. But when you ask them to now have to grind back 2-3 wins in a row to take away an economy, that's a lot.
And it's not like any of the individuals are really popping off right now. Like yesterday we had Jam Young.
We had Jam Young looking so good.
We haven't had like a single clutch potential yet. It's all just been quite flat. And we'll see if they can make a dent with the pistols here at least. It's dexter to open up there. Fragging with not the double kill, but does significant damage to at least 1.5 players there. They'll make their way forward towards CT spawn, but not before transitioning a library here.
It's not exactly valuable real estate either, CT spawn, although this is nice. Forced Afro into a little bit of a play, but you still got Crims. You still got the eternal anchor, fragger, awesome dude, Crims fragging away still.
The awesome dude.
Awesome dude. He has that on a mug.
I walked myself into a little bit of a minefield there.
You reached into the darkness and pulled out awesome dude.
I didn't have anything planned as I went into that.
Well, Roy's going to have a battle plan if he's going to win out in this 2 versus 1, I'm afraid. But nothing can be done. They've broken the streak. Kaze have arrived. And 2 players survive, Harry. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's kind of a sick turnaround. And, you know, yeah, there wasn't really a lot Roy could hope to do there. How could he expect to pick up where the awesome dude left off? It's so good. It's so perfect.
All right, I need to compose myself. That was good.
Pull it back.
Yeah. Afro with the AWP now. This is their actual full stance at this point. This is everything they need. Won't have the luxury AK-47s, but they'll see if they can make this one work. Advent under a lot of pressure here as mezii applies the damage, spraying through the smoke. They'll get a couple of kills on the fnatic side, but not before Advent can pull one back. So not all is lost, but Banana certainly is.
Right back to it. Dominant opening on the CT side. And 5yclone readjusting on the map. Towards Banana we go. The classic disadvantaged hit.
Yeah, it's just one of those sort of rounds you know it's probably not going to work out for you unless they feed you a frag. Yeah. Nothing there. Bit of false information potentially there. Because they were just around the half wall. They could go for a contact play here. Maybe not even the execution. Well,
Dexter has a smoke.
Yeah, they're going to commit. Flashbangs are in, and dexter to initiate the volley, but there's a nice opening frag from Mercury.
Oh, a follow-up out of Jam Young, and that might be the round. fnatic have got Crims here, so it's kind of worth him, you know, following through with this plan and keep walking, seeing if he can find anything, but when he gets tagged through the smoke, that's enough to send him packing. That's enough to send him out of there. And so 5yclone, they don't just win that 1 round with the pistols. Now they chain together 2.
Now it gets interesting again. They're going to hit double digits. There's still plenty of money on fnatic, right? They're still sitting fine with the economy. Maybe like probably 2 buys left. I mean, we'll see if 5yclone can actually break through again. But this is a nice 3v4 win.
Well. 5yclone getting it done. Like I said, maybe a bit of false information gathered at the top of Banana. They weren't anticipating the full execution off the bat of that. And we'll be 5yclone with 3 players surviving as well. Afro keeps the AWP, but now we've got a game on our hands. It was getting out of control, unraveling at the seams for 5yclone, but finding some form, posting a couple of rounds in a row here, give themselves some bank balance to work with, and now can start taking some more riskier plays. Mercury, beautiful opening shot. He had a great first half. I did mention we haven't seen many of the individuals pop off, but he had his moments for sure. He's had those double kills towards middle, great opening frags now. Can he keep it up, though? That's the question, Jason.
That is the question. I think he can keep it up. I think he can do it. I would love to see this have a little bit of a comeback, get some spice in the later stages of this Inferno. I want to see this economy broken. I want to see fnatic pressured and on the back foot. No op duel quite yet in middle. There's a little bit of a late crouch peek from Afro, but holding his nerve. And this seems like CycLone as well is just like done giving up some of those early kills. You still have players very, very deep, very far back. No one wants to risk anything in the first 20 seconds of these rounds.
They throw the util out in the top mid, making it look like they're taking this, but
it's accomplished its goal, right? It's just kind of forced out a Molotov. It's denied some information. It's made them a little bit nervous, fnatic. And here's that passive banana defense.
Oh, Dexter's moving around now. But the bomb's actually left banana. CycLone have taken away top B and now up and leave this, kind of seesawing around the map
but
here.
It's not working.
Is there one more seesaw on him?
Yeah,
oh, there is.
They've rotated over, and you're right, Jason. Actually, maybe is the dream call. Back and forth we go with 30 seconds remaining. They pull Dexter away from the B side. Mezii's considering it as well.
That Molotov, that last Molotov can be so brutal.
Yeah,
They've got
times it well.
Yeah, they got smokes to put it out unless they deploy him at the bomb site, and there it goes.
They've got to run through it. Oh, full blind for Mercury, and he's a dead man. Roy's burnt out, sure, but everything else belongs to mezii. It's teed up for him thanks to that flash from Dexter. And so fnatic shut down the B play. They kick CycLone off the seesaw. And
like a bully in a schoolyard.
Like a bully in a schoolyard, indeed. I mean, this one is a bit of a sad way for it to go, right? CycLone kind of picking up some steam. They take 2 rounds in a row. They're building back into the game. And fnatic just slam the hammer down with a damn near flawless round. Only 1 kill found from the CycLone guys.
Yeah, it was all down to that incendiary as well. Jason was spot on.
Yeah, and I mean, there was good job holding your nerve, not deploying that earlier, because I mean, with pressure at B, then pressure at A, then pressure back at B, you very easily could have deployed that at an earlier stage and not had it for the finish. mezii burning all the way down, 100 HP Molotov.
The flash molly combo there. He didn't think it would spread, but it certainly did. Easy opening frag here for CycLone. Didn't have to fire any bullets here, and it's a difficult buy as well. Galil's Tech 9s, so that is a very welcomed opening kill. And they're going to go for the apartments pop off the back of it, I think. 4 players. This
is a massive round for CycLone. If they win this, they can slingshot themselves into a really good position. There'll be 1 more buy for fnatic after that if they can win this round. And then if you break them there at 11 to 13, all of a sudden you're right back into it. So big round to see if CycLone can actually make this close down the stretcher if fnatic's just going to kind of run away with it. And they've got the right call.
Well, this will have to be the most awesome hold of them all.
And
anything but.
Not so much.
No, yeah. Didn't really work out great.
And I mean, I guess the nice thing for fnatic is with this kind of gamble, 3 towards B, you kind of dodge that eventuality I just spoke of. You're saving 3 rifles. You can drop plenty of weapons. You don't have to dig as deep into the economy. mezii can buy himself, so you're all good.
But it all started with mezii going down to the Molotov there. I doubt that'll be happening again, but CycLone needed something to go in their favor. The second half has been bumpy.
Pure utility kills for CycLone in this round.
True.
Molotov and nade stack.
Yep. So getting a lot out of a little there. The Galil's, the Tech 9s, and utilizing those grenades to great effect. All 5 players survive as well. Kaze can't even find an upgraded weapon, but that will be towards the sandbags.
He was a little late.
Yeah.
He didn't go get the Crim's gun from the back, so.
I think they did. They upgraded. 1 was a Galil as well, so they upgraded the Galil.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, it was the mezii M4 that was available with Apex. Sure. But 13-11, tactical timeout. We still got the upbeat music for now. There's still a couple of timeouts left. It's not the danger zone, but we may be getting there soon. fnatic on the back foot. We'll just discuss their options here. Crim's getting naded. Feel like he didn't even get a chance to show what he's capable of there in towards the pip. But as Jason mentioned, there's money available. The timeout, though, we know CycLone like to abuse these, if you will, and try and surprise their opposition, bring out the unexpected play after the timeout. They did that in the first half.
Didn't work so well.
Didn't work out,
but the idea is there.
It was an interesting idea, a good concept. We'll see if they want to pick up the pace, go for a rush off the bat here, and see if they can counter whatever fnatic have in mind. They've got an afro AWP. That's going to be 3 out of the last 4 rounds going in favor of CycLone.
Yeah, it's really well done. It'll be interesting to see what fnatic decide to come out with over towards that B bomb site. It would save them a couple times over there. Some saved utility, so that passive setup does kind of have that last trap of that last smoke or last Molotov there.
Right.
But I mean, equally early on in the half, being aggressive in Banana was netting him some early kills, and it's aggression down mid from Dexter.
Covered by Afro, top of middle with the orb, just to note that, and they've got no idea. Really beautiful call from the timeout. Only good for one. It's backfiring, actually. Where was Afro in all of this? He gets taken down by the AWP.
Yeah, that follow-up peek from the AWP, I think, might have been ill-advised, and they're coming right through the smoke up mid. Crims eats it, he goes down, and CycLone is working some magic.
Wow.
They're now within 1 round of fnatic. fnatic can't attempt this. There's no way you can justify going for this 2v4. They've got to save, and so they'll run out of this one. The mid-aggression is stifled. The crossfire that was attempted to be set up between Afro and Dexter gets shut down by CycLone. And so what starts, very, very briefly as a 5-on-4 flips on its head almost in an instant before fnatic even have a chance to realize that that round is getting out of hand. It's already in favor of CycLone, and they're so quick to kind of realize the gift that they've been given with that double kill in mid, right? I like that they don't slow down, they don't try and draw that out, they immediately went for the punish. That shows a good deal of kind of like gumption out of the CycLone guys, right? Not being afraid to just run with the advantages they're given. And now they even look to hunt these guns down. Now they're looking to get punishing at the end.
I think they made this decision a little bit late for it to be effective at all. But again, I do like the kind of bloodthirsty idea, realizing what's happening in this map, that their money has got to be low. And fnatic's in a really weird place. With 1 timeout remaining, they have the decision to make in terms of their money, because Afro can buy with 5,300. Roy can drop one, so they could have another buy, but then it's all done after that.
Shot from Kaze. That's how Afro went down there. It got a little bit crazy for him. After the trade kill came in from second middle, he's trying to focus on that. Kaze with a brave wide swing finds the AWP player, and now fnatic, sure, they saved 2 guns, Jason, but they're going to have to take a full eco here. Otherwise, they can't justify the investment. CycLone have a prime opportunity to tie things up here at 13-13. The Atrium boost comes in once again. This time mezii, given the position, not committing towards the actual roof itself, just going to stay on the flower beds, and we'll see if it works out for him.
Yeah, Mercury's been having a tough half as well. Had a bunch of double kills on the CT side in the first half. I think he ended with 12. He only got 1 kill in this second half, if I remember correctly. So this would be a good time for him to pop off and have a little bit of impact to help his team get over the hurdle, over the finish line. Early probing, but no commitment from CycLone.
Some commitment from fnatic, though. They're going for the gamble B stack here, pretty much moving everyone over, maybe even mezii as well. So feeling like nothing's going to happen here towards A. They just don't have any grenades left. They're just going to put all of their units on one side of the map and try and bait them in potentially. So Roy going for the push, just saying, well, you've killed one here, maybe it'll be the prime bomb site to enter, but it's all a ruse, all of it a trap, and CycLone are reading it well, not having anything to do with the B bomb site and making their way in towards A.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't look like CycLone's fallen for it whatsoever. Just coming right back, marching up into an A, exact smoke towards Arches. That second M4 can be recovered for fnatic once they realize this bomb is planted and the finishing move is towards the A site. So CycLone, despite some early struggles, is finding the solutions. This is now 5 of the last 6 rounds going in the favor of CycLone. They've hit a little bit of a streak.
Yeah, it's one of those Inferno rounds you hate to see. 1 kill.
It's been
planted last minute.
That's how these last 4 or 5 rounds have been played out, because remember, fnatic had that decent lead, right? And they've been kind of playing to conserve the economy and play for the money as much as possible. And they've done a good job of it. They've given themselves as many full buy, really strong rounds as they possibly could in this stretch, but nothing's working.
Well, back and forth we go. CycLone with the momentum on their side now.
This
wind in their sails, if you will.
Super sick to see, though, right? Like, because we were even saying, like, out of all the ways for this second half to have gone, out of it being so competitive, to have fnatic go, 5 rounds up consecutively, even put to bed that first streak of 2. It felt like it had all the makings of a fnatic win, and it was going to take a lot for CycLone to break through, right? They've had to play versus rifles in the majority of these rounds. They've had to kind of break down that fnatic economy that was really established. If you remember, fnatic only lost 3 players across the first 5 rounds of this second half. So they were set up.
That round we just saw was the easiest round, quote-unquote easiest round they've had this entire game, in terms of there was only 2 rifles on the board. Fnatic's had a full buy pretty much every single round otherwise.
So this is very legit, and Cyclone, if they can keep this up, if they can keep this pressure on, fnatic might end up having this go against them right at the end, because that big bank of money, it ran out last round. And so now you're kind of back against the wall if you're fnatic for the remainder of this game. So this is Cyclone's chance to take the lead.
What a chance it is. No damage inflicted on either side. Still plenty of time on the clock. And they're going for some banana control here. But Afro, some fly in the ointment. He's there with the AWP, backed up with the rifle of Roy as well. Looking for that first frag if possible. Fall off, hold the defensive line, drop the utility. Converts the first shot. Moving back, there's the incendiary. Perfectly done so far. fnatic in a prime position.
Yeah, and we saw previously when they took Banana, they had that flashbang over the half wall, right, to blind Roy. This time he just kind of dry peeks into an angle and gets punished for it, but this time playing anti-flash. Find the equalizer, and all 4 players are here. They might as well pick up the pace.
Afro's going to have to do something big. Flashed off the angle. Mezii is desperately trying to lend a helping hand with flashes into pool. And mollies to boot. That at least slows down this B play, gives Cyclone a moment of pause, but a missed shot from Afro. He will go back in, double dipping with support from mezii at the coffins. Flashes raining in from spawn. And so what looked like a golden opportunity for Cyclone now ends up being nothing more than this 1v4 for Kaze.
So that's all down to the mezii Molotov once again. Like, sure, he doesn't do a ton of damage with it, but he contains them. For another 6 seconds, he can rotate over towards coffins in that time. And he's not just jumping up frivolously. He's actually waiting for the flashbangs, getting a frag, dropping down again, waiting for the next flash, jumping up, finding yet another kill. Afro stays alive as well. So mezii's gone above and beyond for his team.
The mezii Molotov is what allowed Afro to escape the Jamyang Molotov that came into that position, right? So he gets another kill, 2 kills in the round for Afro. And just staying alive makes it difficult. 2-front battle, 14-13. fnatic cling on to this lead.
It's close, though. Cyclone certainly make it uncomfortable. Like you said, the anti-flash position for the repeat of Banana. Do you think that'd be enough there? But mezii saving the day. Great transition in towards the coffins position, allowing Afro to find some space and control while he dealt with the heavy lifting. And it's round number 28, ladies and gentlemen. fnatic touching distance of picking up the first map, which is the pick of Cyclone, just to note that.
Vertigo is next.
Yeah, Vertigo is next. Well, they'll have CT side as well of them, let's believe, Jason. That's when you said that both teams picked the T side?
Both teams picked the start T side.
So it's going to be an interesting development. See how Cyclone handle themselves, I suppose.
Back to T-spawn we go. Picking up some nades. Jamyang very, very low, so he'll be relegated to a supportive role, you would imagine, in this situation, being tossed all the flashbangs to be able to activate his teammates. It's Kaze with the AWP to be positioned in Banana. The rest of Cyclone headed towards Halls, headed towards the A site, and it's another really tough setup to break into.
Kaze's just lobbed in that fake util over towards B and fired off the AWP. They're hoping that that keeps 2 players here. So fnatic losing Afro out on the short side. Crim's nades rain down into the pit. Dexter unchecked, could save the day, but only gets out with 2. And that's not enough to bring fnatic back in here. A 2v3. Moto smoke still up, and 2 more to replenish it. fnatic are going to have to fight through these smokes if they wanted to give this round a go.
No, they ain't retaking it. Money ain't there.
How good is Cyclone with the grenades?
Yeah, well, we've seen that shifting, right, with the different smoke strategies those defenders can have to deploy smoke before a Molotov comes in, so nades now can just blow them up.
It's like the opening kill was by virtue of the flashbang. Kaze for an absolute banger for them as they entered through the boiler room here. You can see look how blind Afro was there. And then double grenade on towards Crims. That's twice now he's died without seeing anyone. Yeah. Sure, Dexter gets a double kill, but it meant nothing.
And you know, I'm not an opera, but I imagine if you're Afro, if you're any opera in that position, you kind of have 2 choices, right? Like you call the bluff that no one's going to swing at that flashbang, or you just knife out and try and bail out to the bomb site a little bit blind, right? And Afro tries to call the bluff and obviously punished.
There it is.
That is an intense drop.
Oh, the tone of the room is changing now. fnatic will call their final timeout. It's the first map here, and we're in the mid-bracket, bear in mind. Loser of this game doesn't go home, but they'll go down to the last chance qualifier. No one wants to be there, Harry. That's the last place you want to be, really.
No, it is. You know, especially when you get a couple of chances here, right? And winner of this going on to be just 1 BO3 away from securing a spot in the playoffs. It's huge. And, you know, Dexter even said in the interview coming into this, he said, you can't underestimate this team. You can't downplay what 5yclone or really all of Asian Counter-Strike is capable of. He kind of said, like, we have to bring our A game, and that's being proven right now. 14 all, overtime still on the cards.
Oh yeah, a bit of a lock-in here. Love to see it. As fnatic.
The thing that's kind of cool here for me is that it's 5yclone who are in the better position. They're the one who could end this game on the back of a win in this round. Like, fnatic are going to have to break through 2 buys here to win the map.
Yeah.
This could be a bit of a knockout punch depending on how things play out. If fnatic lose everybody in a loss, then it's like an easy march.
Oh, Afro's been dealt with again, but there's flashbangs, gets away with his life and actually manages to pick up the first frag as well. Dexter giving them a taste of their own medicine. It's Crims to provide the utility. A double kill is picked up and now a 5-on-2 ensues. Jam Young will have to show some incredible form here to do anything with this situation. They're being surrounded by counter-terrorists here, and Crims, he manages to get his first kill of the round as well. Lovely no-scope, but that's all they find, and it will be fnatic posting 15 first. But as Harry mentioned, there's a lot more work to do here. 5yclone have a ton of cash going forward, but at least they have found map point on their opponent's pick.
That one got a little bit away from 5yclone, I think, with the pace with which they brought. I mean, when you kind of run a tactic this fast, like trying to rush this wrap side, you kind of lose a little bit of the details, you lose a little bit of the cohesion, and they didn't get enough benefits from the speed. They didn't really get that opening kill to catch someone off guard and open things up for them, and just caught in that wrap side choke point of just constant flashbang barrages.
So, they've opted for the utility over the firepower. A couple of Galils in the mix for 5yclone in the hands of Advent and mezii, and they've been so good with those grenades, it makes sense. But all 5 players at the bottom, the mouth for banana right now. And it's going to be a bit of a battle here, boys, as we've got 8 players ready to duel on this side of the map, 3 from the CT side as well. And for now, the smokes will just cool everything off. Maybe a round reset.
Good early damage under Roy. Forced out some nades at this B bomb site quite early. You've got mezii there with 1 Molotov, which has been the saving grace a number of times. You've got Afro with the smoke. mezii's looking to deploy that Molotov defensively if Afro were to take a shot, but he's going to give up the angle pretty soon, so they'll readjust. 5yclone want to go right back into attacking banana.
It's all in. They started here and they'll finish at the B bomb site. Afro, though, the AWP was good for a frag in the previous towards Arch. He's staying dynamic here. Does he want to commit to the fight? Time will tell. It's getting a bit awkward for him now, but finds that first shot. The swing presumably coming in, but it's no problem for Afro. He gets out with 2 kills and maybe the map under his belt.
Mercury hesitated a little bit too slow to punish that op shot, and now it's desperate. Now it's a 3v5.
Yeah, 30 seconds. You can't transition. You've lost too much map. You just have to go for this. It might be done already. And they still have residual utilities and flashes from CT Spawn. We know they've been so good for fnatic. The Molotov maybe thrown in vain. No one there to receive. And Afro trying to take the aggro. mezii to spray them down.
Oh, mezii with the first. Afro chiming in, and it will be a lockout. Jam Young doing everything he can. But as they walk this smoke, Roy's going to put a stop to it. The full 30 rounds required, but it's fnatic picking up the dub to open up this series. 5yclone, that one's going to hurt after they pull it back in a tense second half that just falls shy in a full 30 round game.